So many ways Rotarians mobilize and fundraise for money. So many that we have pushed for local tourism in Uganda. Today we are seeing a beautiful view of the lake and we are deep down in Katosi. Welcome to the Rotary Moment. Geo point right now is deep down in Katosi with a beautiful view of the lake where 186 Rotarians are gathering to camp throughout the night. It has been very wet, it has rained, but Rotarians are here and going strong. We have 186 Rotarians in here, in tents, and waiting to have so much fun.
Relax. 2, 3. Uniformity. Oh, Nafuka. Nafu. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6.
I've stretched my muscles. You know, we always keep in office and sit down and waste a lot, and we fall sick. Yeah, because you oversee, you overdo so many things, but then we fail usually to give time to ourselves. Camping Rotarian has given us a chance to spread out. After a big lockdown, we're now here to meet friends, to chat, to have fun. You know, we've been in the house, lockdown, no movement, nothing, but this is beautiful and it is so wonderful to be helping the people.
It has been a good thing. It's a stress reliever. We have had several activities here that help us calm down after the busy hustles we go through all the time.
And we are going to do it again and again, doing the same thing, contributing towards the machines that are helping the babies that are born with heart failures.
Na yeye one banande kugela mutanda banyokogela luganda bana Rotary ngani depo kuzulu
I was affected and I know what it is, and I would be very much willing to assist somebody who has that problem. I would not have statistics as such, but as for the heart problem in Uganda, it is a big problem. And you cannot know that it is a big problem until you go to the Uganda Heart Institute. I happen to have a husband who suffered from a heart disease for 22 years. He lived with it for the 22 years until one day he was told that he should be operated upon, and a pacemaker was put in his heart, and he lived with that pacemaker for 4 years. The operation was done at the Heart Institute in Kampala, in Mulago, and he lived with the pacemaker for 4 years. And I saw how this man lived with that heart problem, and it is a big problem. And people who have that disease have a problem of looking for funds because they need this usual treatment all the time. They are on medication. You get medicine every day. You have to live on drugs which are also very expensive. So it is not an easy thing. And once that disease is in a family, that family needs a lot of assistance. And more so, I should imagine, if it is with a young baby, the young babies who are born with those heart problems, most of them have those holes. They say they have holes in the heart, and they require surgery. So it's a big problem in Uganda, I should say. And when you go to the Heart Institute, that's when you see all these people, very many of them. But when you are outside, you can't know.
When somebody talks about camping, we all think, oh, they're going to do it for fun. They're going to enjoy themselves. They want to bask in the sun. But Rotarians from the Rotary Club of Nsangi, particularly the lady I'm going to interview today, thought about an event that would bring so many clubs together, actually without putting so many numbers together, about 56 Rotary clubs together. And these clubs have come together to camp, to make sure that they help children. But I want to introduce to you Rotarian Irene, the First Lady and the Chair of Camping Rotarian. Welcome to the Rotary Moment, Rotarian and CMP, Irene.
Thank you so much, Rotarian Carol, for this moment. Why camping? I myself am too passionate in camping. And as a dream, I thought, what can I achieve out of my camping? I got an idea of helping children who are born with congenital heart diseases, because there are very many children who are born with heart abnormalities and they are less privileged. They cannot get the money to get surgeries over hearts, to get heart surgeries. So that's how I came to think about it, and I thought if we camp, have fun, connect, network, in all that we can combine all the efforts. Through having the fun, we can save a life. So I thought, if we camp, what can we get out of that camping? Instead of coming, we eat and go. I thought we can save a life. If it is only one life, it can be saved.
Wow. So last year, what is so interesting is last year you collected 10 million. Now somebody would say, oh, 10 million, what are we going to do with it? You guys surprised me and got a machine. I want to hear about that machine, if it is working in Mulago right now. But this time you've collected 33 million, and that's a good thing. You've had over 180 Rotarians in this place. I only hear those numbers lately. At the district conference, you must be a very proud person. Tell us about what the money is going to do, and you know what the difference is. Is the machine working in Mulago? What is it that you're going to do this time?
Yeah, the machine, last year we had it amidst COVID, and the numbers were 100 members who attended, and we collected 10 million, and then we said 10 million cannot do a surgery. So we said, let's buy an ECG machine after getting an engagement with the cardiologists in Mulago. So they said we can buy an electrogram cardiography machine. So we decided to buy an ECG machine, which is working now in Mulago, and it is serving very many people, the adults, the children, and now this camp, we've got over 180 members. I'm really excited that my initiative, my dream is coming true, and people are picking interest out of it. And we've managed to collect over 33 million. And they've proudly given us a lot of money. So we are thinking of doing, let it be 5 surgeries of children with heart closed surgeries, because for them they are not too much expensive. At least we can work over 5 children and we save their lives.
But then, talking about 5 children, the Rotary International President, while here on visit, told us he had given us 125 surgeries. Now, I'm trying to find out, is there a possibility of the Rotary Club of Nsangi partnering with the initiative that the RI President has given us, and we get a lot more children to, you know, come on board with the money that you've collected? We have the offer from the Rotary International President, and I think I just asked the PDG Ken, can this be put together so that more children can benefit? Have you thought about that in that line?
Yeah, we are thinking of getting a grant, but this is not only in Nsangi. It is now in fact, it is going to become international fellowship. So Nsangi was the host, and next year we are having another club to host it. Now,
truly, for the grant, we are going to sit as a committee and see whether we can push in a grant to top up with with the money we've got, and see whether we can get a grant such that we support very many children. Yeah, because I also know about that. The Rotary International President gave us that grant, so we can see how we can push it and see whether we can save.
I'll make sure to ask him when I interview him, but you are a lovely, lovely lady with a good soul. Thank you very much for going out for those children. And for those who are watching us, this is the mother of all heart patients who has come together to try and bring 186 Rotarians from different clubs, like you've seen. Many times when we interview people, we interview the organizers, the people who have made everything possible. But then there's that delocrim that always forms, that always creates. It's like interviewing a mother who is going to give birth to a child. They're sure their child is well. I want to introduce the creme de la creme of Rotary, the person who is going to be district governor next year, the DGN, district governor nominee, Rotarian Francis Semwanga. Welcome to the Rotary Moment.
So thank you very much, Rotarian Carol. My name is Francisco Semwanga. I come from the Rotary Club of Naite Kampala. Like you have mentioned, I'm going to serve as district governor for Uganda and Tanzania in 2023-2024. I want to say I'm honored and delighted to have been part of this camping fellowship, this Rotary. This has been the second edition here at Oguzuru Beach. The first edition was in Sezibwa, in Chagwe. And I want to say it's a very good cause because Rotarians have traveled very long distances from Kabale, from Masindi, from Gulu. And we intend to attract even international Rotarians because the fellowship is not limited to Rotarians of only those particular districts, but someone is free to come from America, from Sweden, from China to participate and support this cause and can be part of this camping fellowship. So I want to say we are raising money in order to save lives, especially children who are facing challenges of heart diseases. But I know as we continue raising more funds, we are going to be able to intervene in even other causes apart from the heart surgeries, because there are very many needs in our communities and there are very many interventions which Rotary can undertake. So I thank the Rotary Club of Nsangi, which started this fellowship, and for bringing us together. And even apart from the mere fundraising of the money, it also gives us an opportunity as Rotarians to come together, network, know each other. We have been in COVID lockdown times and we have not been meeting physically, we have been meeting online. So such a fellowship has given us an opportunity to even meet and interact as Rotarians, Rotractors, to know each other. We have exchanged our contacts. We have shared business ideas. So there is even a lot, even to us as Rotarians, which we benefit out of such engagements. And I want to say that we have made this one an annual event. Yeah, the chairperson of the camping team has told us that every last weekend of September we shall be going out to do camping, but also to mobilize resources. And I'm also going to talk to some international partners to see that they can come in and we do global grants with them to see that we can do bigger, bolder and impactful projects as camping Rotarians.
Wow. You know, that for us, that is the most impactful. That's what we're waiting for, to hear what it is that you're going to do about this particular fellowship, how it is going to grow to the next level. Because at club level it can grow, but when the district governors get involved, then it is growing beyond the club. From the home of the roving elephant, the Rotary Club of Gulu, about 400 kilometers from here, very many Rotarians came and decided to camp. Now one would ask, why would you drive your car from Gulu to come to Oguzulu? Yeah? Yes. For camping, to sleep in the cold.
Thank you so much. My name is Harriet Lake, as known as Rotarian Keke, from Rotary Club of Gulu, the home of the roving elephant. And what drove me to come up to Oguzulu, very many kilometers. I think it's even actually more than 400. If I add to Kampala, then to Mukono, then to Branchia, it should be more than 400 kilometers. It's basically for the cause. You know, for the cause. When I read about it, when the Changemaker President Irene reached out and added me onto the group, and you know, I took up the drive and mobilized a few number of Rotarians from our region, including Rotary Club of Gulu, and we were able to respond. Basically, because when they read and said, okay, well, fine, these people raised money in the first season or in the first edition, and actually they bought a machine, you know, an equipment that could support treatment for these kids, and now they're looking forward to buying more equipment and providing more services. Like, okay, this is a cause worthy to support. So that's what drove us to come. And then, yes, to have fun. You know, we're like, you know, we are growing up and we always want to do trips and we don't have the time and maybe sometimes the money. And then said, okay, no, this is an opportunity. Go save lives and also go have fun. So it is.
Wow, yeah. Thank you, Rotarian KK. Now, it is amazing that we talk about Rotary, and for so many years we've talked about Rotary in Kampala. And until we started Rotary Moment, very many people did not know the existence of Rotary across, you know, maybe Lake Victoria, you know, across the Nile. Okay. But you're from Gulu, we have Arua, we have Moyo, we have Rotarians. I hope we will be able to have Rotary in Kotido and Moroto very soon. Yes. Now, I want to know, what is the experience of a Rotarian from Gulu, when you come to Kampala and experience the same? What is the comparison? Is it the same?
I think it's one Rotary is basically about how you make it. The experience will be based on how the club wants to feel about their club, if I may use that word. For example, it depends on the spirit of the members. So when I look at the kind of services we both do, as in terms of the clubs deciding, you know, city center or the capital city, Kampala, as you're saying, and maybe other cities like Gulu, for example. Gulu is now a city, Arua is a city, Lira is a city, and all those are clubs that we call up-country clubs. But what I've noticed across, actually, when I look at the life, I look at the lifestyle up-country, I look at the simplicity around it, and I look at the kind of ideas we come out with to implement. Maybe because I haven't experienced so much of the Kampala clubs. I know I've attended online kind of activities, some physical projects. We've been to DCA together. I really do not see so much differences. It's
good. I was waiting for that.
You know, everybody puts into what they want to get out of Rotary and how they want what Rotary should mean to them. And I mean, if you choose to have fun in it, you're going to have fun, no matter whether you're in Arua, you're in Kotido, Kitgum, and whether you're from the roving elephants home, you will have fun. And
you have just made me smile today. I want to assure Rotarians in Gulu, in Moyo, in Lira, in Wabulenzi, Lugazi, wherever you serve, it is the same. We say the same forward test, the same goals of Rotary. We do the same rituals. Have fun the same way.
So the message reads, with our deepest appreciation, we hereby honor Dash with this gift in recognition for your passion, unconditional commitment, and enduring dedicated service. Thank you.
Who do you think that person is? Kaitara. It's Kaitara. Irene, Subira, Irene, Kaitara Mahu, and Amosom Bailama. Why are you removing Kaitara? Okay, Kaitara Mahu. So we have two. Irene, Subira, Rosette, 3. Where they are they here? They said I'm not a man. Don't even make me cry. So we have 3. Irene, Subira, and Rosette. Where are they? Where are they? Where is Irene? Irene is allowed. Where is Subira? Ariwa. Then Rosetta Ariwa. I can even learn them by the one we vote. Where is Rosette? Rosette is automatically disqualified because she's not here. So, no, Subira, I'm not calling you. I wanted you to be around because we're going to read the person. So, the person that has received that appreciation is...
This person is Rotarian Subira.
Muwanga! Our man. Yeah.
Rotarian Subira, on behalf of the patron, DGE Peace in absentia, on behalf of our district governor Ken Mugisha, on behalf of the chairperson of this camping fellowship, and on my own behalf, I want to hand over to you this memento. Please, it's a very great honor to be recognized when you are still alive and amidst all these hundreds and thousands of people. So congratulations and thank you so much for your dedicated service above so.
Congratulations, Subira.
Now, for every event that happens, there's also that person who will push. Wherever you look, you find that event. Whenever you open your phone, you find that event. Whenever she's talking to you, you will see that event. I want to introduce to you the superwoman, our superhero in Rotary, the superhero of this event, the superhero for these children that have received 33 million today. This lady has told us about Oguzulu, which we had never heard of. I literally learnt about Oguzulu from her. Major donor, Rotarian Subira Muwanga, thank you for joining us on the Rotary Moment. I'm so happy to host you.
Thank you so much, Carlo. Yeah, as me, I call you baby sister. Yes, indeed, you are my baby sister. Now let's go to camping. I'm very grateful for the camping. It has come out successfully, and it was not by me, it was by the grace of God. I thank God for that. We indeed mobilized. Yes, and why I'm very happy is that all clubs, most of the clubs in all Uganda came in, and we're happy for that. Thank you so much. I thank all the clubs that joined us. I thank all the initiator of this camping Rotarian, my president Irene Ruwesa, for this such a wonderful initiative. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Carlo Keko, for hosting me. I again thank you, all of you, all clubs that attended Oguzulu. You listened to me because I could even kneel down, begging you guys to come Oguzulu, but I'm so humbled. Thank you so much, and let's meet next year, inshallah.
What has been your experience after spending a night at Oguzulu for a good cause?
I can't express in words. It has been great.
Yeah.
I'm one of in the club of the organizers.
Okay, that's Rotary Club of Nsangi.
And my name is Rotarian Mary Namusoke.
Great.
I didn't attend the first edition. But I have enjoyed this one.
That's very good. And for a good cause, right?
And as our word in Rotary says, we use this word humbled. We are so humbled, very, very humbled to have this very large congregation, Rotarians.
Almost 180 people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was one of the registrars. We have had about 180 people. Friends and guests, honorables, and many of friends of Rotary. We have gained so much after the first edition.
Great. Thank you so much, Rotarian. I'm so grateful for that feedback. The Rotary Club of Ginger. Hello, ladies. How are you doing? So I want to find out what has been your experience after spending a night at the camp for a good cause. Yeah, people go to camp for, for leisure, but you're here for a cause. What has been your experience? But first, I would like you to introduce yourselves. Just tell me your name, your club, and what your experience has been.
I am Rotarian Josephine Bichachi, the president of the Rotary Club of Jinja, and I must say we've had great fun, and I'm looking forward for the next edition. Thank you. I am Rotarian Mirembe Mukisa, Harriet, Rotary Club of Jinja. I'm the treasurer, and this has really been a very good experience. We've served beyond humanity by raising the funds to help the children with heart issues. It has been so nice. We thank the organizers, the Rotary Club of Nsangi. We thank the governors, all that were here. We thank everyone, every Rotarian, every Rotaractor, every guest that came.
Great, thank you, Rotarian Harriet, for that experience. I need you to tell me what it was to sleep in the cold for that heart patient.
I'm delighted to be here. My name is Rebecca Mukisa. I've come as a guest.
As a guest, I know.
Yes, that's
I would like you to join very soon.
Indeed, I'm going to join. I've been very happy to meet friends here. I've had social life. I've liked the job. I've liked the event.
Would
actually.
you join Rotary?
Indeed, I'm going to join.
So when is she getting her rappel badge? Were they inducting people here today?
Not today, not today. Sometime when it comes.
But this is our addition.
Yes.
So I'm sure the Rotary president is celebrating an additional person. Thank you very much for joining.
Hello, thank you.
I want to hear your feedback.
Yeah, thank you. I'm Rotarian Anna from Rotary Club of Jinja. You know, when you're a Rotarian, Rotary is a family. When you hear shout somewhere, you have to come together for a rescue. What experience I've got today or last night is coming together and knowing each other. Because you may meet a Rotarian somewhere, when you don't have a pin, he cannot know you. But I've made many friends, we have met so many people.
The social capital in Rotary.
And what the best of it is helping the vulnerables. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The good experience mostly I got here is to see Rotarians camping for a cause. In most cases, people do this for leisure, but for this particular one, people here were here for a good cause of serving humanitarian people who are less fortunate in our communities.
Thank you so much, Rotarian Drake. Now, you notice I'm only interviewing people that are outside Kampala. There's an interesting lady I want to talk to right now. She comes from Tororo. And then I'm going to interview one from Kasese. It is very interesting that they've trekked all the way from wherever they stay to come and experience what you've experienced over the night. You came yesterday. I believe you came a day before. Slept in the cold, had a lot of fun, but the contribution that we have is to make sure that children with congenital heart disease is resolved.
I've personally had fun. Everything has been so interesting, and especially when you put the cause first and the fun comes. I mean, you have fun without holding it back, because you're doing it out of goodwill, and then you're doing it for a good cause. So I've personally had a blast. It was a very good night. I danced up to morning, and everything, the experience, everything else was just okay. I'm from the beach, and the feelings just palm. Yeah.
So would you think that this can become a district project? We had the RI president give out almost 125 heart surgeries. And this is sort of like plugging into what he pledged to us. Do you think the district should come in and say, let's work with Rotary Club of Nsangi to build this project so that it can be bigger than it has been?
Yeah, I think the district can come in, and also other clubs can come in, and then they make it a joint project, because it's really a good cause. And so many people are very willing to support the cause. Yeah. So I think the district can come in. And
thank you very much, Harriet.
This camping is made because we are contributing to surgeries to help out in the cardiovascular surgeries for the kids, and it's worthwhile. More gains, more healthy, more friendships, more networks.
My name is Jessica Nyanzi from the Rotary Club of Oblenzi. It's a very challenging experience. At first I was scared. I thought it would be very uncomfortable, very cold, but surprisingly it is so cozy, it is so warm, it is so comfortable. I really liked the experience.
Okay.
I had failed to wake up because it was very comfortable.
Thank you very much. I'm Rotarian Lilian Aikoru from the Rotary Club of Arua, the past president, ×2. Yeah, and we've come here to enjoy at Oguzulu Resort Beach. The experience is here. Rotary is all about fun. We've come to have the fun. We've come to collect money. We've come to fundraise to help the less privileged in our communities. And this is a passion that we have as members of the Rotary fraternity.
We've had 4 district governors, and one of them is still around. And it's always a pleasure for me to interview you, PDG Ken. What is your experience sleeping in the cold and doing it for children?
It was an awesome evening, but my memory about yesterday when we arrived, that it rained heavily. Some of the Rotarians' cars skidded off the road, and they had challenges getting up to here. By the moment we were here, we forgot about everything. It was soggy, but meeting old friends, making new friends, it made it more interesting because we are here raising funds for a good cause. With the Rotary Club of Nsangi coming up with a very brilliant idea, equipping the Uganda Heart Institute, having it an annual event where we raise funds, and yesterday we did a very good job because we raised over 20 million shillings through the few Rotarians who came, and they had already paid because we had a component of a fundraiser through their bill which we footed coming here. 50,000 was saved from every individual who registered to come and join us in Oguzulu. So for me, I see this as an eye-opener that COVID has not scared us away from the challenges we see every day, but it has strengthened our resolve to do more in helping humanity, in supporting our local programs, in making sure that we save as many lives as possible.
You know, you always give me so much wisdom when I interview you. But this also takes me back to the Rotary International President who has just visited us. And, you know, he first gave us 100 heart surgeries. And then during his speech, he then turns around and says, I've given you another 25. So we have 125. Then we have the Rotary Club of Nsangi raising for a similar cause. Is there any way we can synergize these two to help and build this, and it becomes a district, you know, project that raises towards what the RI President has offered us?
Yes, I think this is an engagement we are going to have with our Rotary International President Sheikh Meta, that it isn't our off. India has quite a number of surgeons where he comes from, and we've always been benefiting from those surgeries when they come and travel here. When we host Rotary Friendship Exchange teams, we have so many doctors who come and do open heart surgeries. We need to do it together because now Nsangi is buying equipment, and for him he's sending surgeons, or we are taking patients to do open heart surgeries in India. I believe both can work together in making sure that we save so many people who are suffering from the different ailments from the heart diseases.
I think that's a very good step for us to go into, that a local Rotary Club has come up to give us a lot of fun, but as well as raise a lot of money. Thank you very much. And I've been told that it has come to the tune of 33 million. a huge improvement from 10 million last year, which they still utilized and bought equipment. So I think that's a very good thing. Thank you very much
Thank you
for
so
always
much.
giving me that sound
I'm
bite.
so happy I led a very good fundraiser that the numbers we are talking about was because of the efforts when I was the fundraiser yesterday. I was so happy because knowing Rotarians by name is so important that I just called you out and people were giving big. Let's continue doing good because mankind is our business.
I'd like to say thank you to all of you. I'm really humbled by your participation into this second edition. Out of all the challenges we've had of COVID-19, some have lost their jobs, some have lost their relatives. We've had a lot, but you had to manage and be here for the second edition. We had all clubs from Kasese, Gulu, Tororo, Soroti, Barara. Barara is all the far. But you had to travel and participate in this second edition. We are so grateful that the Camping Fellowship is getting more and more members every year. And members for anything which has not gone all well, we are sorry. We are here to learn. In every camp, we learn something to improve in the next camp. And we do promise you that whatever challenge we've got in this, we shall have to improve next year. Rotarians, I can't take you for granted for pulling out your wallets and you support this cause. Thank you so much for every added coin that you've put into this fund. And we know our target this year, we think according to what we've raised, what we shall get as results of the fundraise, we had at least wanted to operate and do closed surgeries of these children, because a closed surgery for a heart goes for over 3.5 or 4 million. If possible, we could work on over 5 children, depending on our raise, because an open surgery goes for 18 million, whereby I don't think we can do any open surgery at this juncture. But as we are looking forward to get a grant, we shall be able to even intervene and do open surgeries, because I know you can make it. All the fundraise yesterday, as you know, we did a camp dollar, whereby we managed to raise 11 million. I just say thank you for that. And even the collections we've got today, still it is added on. So just be aware that we are going to announce the tentative accountability which we've used. And members, we had programmed that you're going to have lunch. Kindly help us and have with us lunch as you also entertain yourselves in the other games. We decided to say that the best club with a number of attendees will have to host the next camp. And since we've had 2 camps in the central, that means the best camp, the best club, which is not the central, will have to host us in the next camp. And since our governor is here to award, we shall get to know the club which will host the next camp. And we are confirming that every camp we shall have, it will be taking place in the last weekend of September. So be aware, plan, and prepare yourselves for the last weekend of September to be part and parcel of the Camping Fellowship.
And when we are thinking to get the feedback from the Rotary International to be recognized as a fellowship, members, we shall have to register as members of the camp, and all the details will be given to you to see that we have membership as campers. And I know we shall be there and we shall get more members in this camp. So we pray hard to be recognized as a fellowship. In regard of time, I won't talk much, but I would like to say thank you to all the members and our service providers as the Oguzulu Resort Beach and Campsite. I'd like to say thank you to our service provider for catering, Josephine. I know things were not easy, but we shall improve. Barbecue is called Mr. Chamuzi. Thank you for the barbecue you did for us. We had our photographer, King Gray Technologies. Thank you so much. The camp tents by Beatrice. Thank you so much. The cake by fellow decorators, myself. I thank myself, and even the tents. So every service provider we had in the house, thank you so much. And this is towards our governors, and our patron has left because he had another engagement. Our governors, thank you so much for being part and partial in this kind of edition. It does bring us a mark that you're part of this. We say thank you. Our pastor assistant governors, our assistant governors, and all Rotarians and our guests. We had very many guests all the way from Gulu, from Masindi, from Marara. Thank you so much, and we cannot take you for granted. The committee members, you have done it well. Thank you so much. RC Nsangi, mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala. Our MCs, tweyanza nnyo tweyanzeege. You've been part and partial. And members, I would like to tell you that this is a fellowship which is taken up by both districts. Kindly, District 9213, be part of us. Because I've seen most of the members have been from 9214. It is not a fellowship for only 9214. It is for both districts. Since we started as one district, let's be part and partial. And I know our AG Kaitarama will continue to mobilize members from 1-3 to be part of this fellowship. I'd like to say thank you so much. And may God bless you. Wherever you touched, may He reward you abundantly. Thank you so much.
Is the winner. Of course, marking does not qualify for obvious reasons. Gwegere Nambole, please don't come. Muyenga Breeze, don't come. Muyenga, don't come. Kajans, don't come. Which club do you think is the winner? Bwebaja, Nsangi, Kampala East, Kampala Mwemusenge. Oh, but even Chengera competed. Kampala East, that one. And the winner is the Rotary Club of Bweba. Rotary Club of Bwebaja is the winner. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. And for that matter, I would again invite our PDG Ken, because it's very important. PDG Ken, please come. And I would also invite our assistant governor. This is the only time that you excel, that people can see you as an AG.
Impressive how people come from their homes, 400 kilometers away, 200, 100, to come and have fun. But most of all, what is important, they have come to serve Rotary. They have come for a cause. Those babies that are born with heart condition, those babies that have nobody who's going to look after them, those babies that have heart conditions that cannot be resolved, Behind me is a group of people that have been here since yesterday. They camped through the rain and they have collected 33 million. There was 186 Rotarians camping here yesterday and left today. There was 56 clubs in the presence in this location in Katosi. Isn't that amazing? Join us again on the Rotary Moment at the Rotary Moment on Facebook and the Rotary Moment Show on YouTube. Let us continue to serve as Rotarians. My name is Rotarian Carol Kakoza, and I tell you, being in Rotary is one of the best things you can ever do, because you serve, and you serve because there's a deficit in the communities. Come, let's join Rotary.